Welcome back to my Let's Play for Pokemon Gold, my baby run. I suppose I really should, figure out what I'm gonna do with those plushes back there, because they don't really all fit very well anymore, do they? There's just too many and not enough room back there, going behind my head. I mean, I guess I don't have to really worry about how many of them are visible if I do enough swiveling, but some of them on one end would basically be always obscured, so don't really like that. And yeah, since I don't pick up a Pokemon that can use Strength, we're gonna be picking up Shuckle to do it for me. Honestly, I don't know what to do with Shuckle in the bug run. I could think of uses for him, he's just not very good at anything. Shuckle's got really high defenses, 230 each, I believe, or something like that, so yeah, it's got great defensive stats. But all its other stats are basically the worst of the worst. It's got really low HP values, it's got terrible attack values, special attack values is terrible. So the only thing I can think to do with it, basically the Toxic Stall with it, which would be a lot easier if you could just get Toxic, wherever, but you can't. You have to win against Koga's daughter, in the Kanto region in order to get Toxic. So you got nothing you can do with Shuckle until you've, basically beaten the game. I mean, I guess you could give it Rollout and try and use that as your, plan. It's just not a very good plan. And let's make sure, Smoochum's up front. Actually, for this battle, I might be better off putting Jewel up front first. Then bringing Smoochum in afterwards. Maybe. I'm honestly not sure how much damage we're going to really do here. I expect Smoochum's going to hit hard, being the Psychic type here. But being Ice type means it doesn't really resist fighting attacks. So I expect Smoochum's going to get squashed fairly easily if they manage to land any sort of reasonable blow. Really just pow, right in the face, But I guess we can try going for Paralysis here, or hitting for enough damage to make this thing regret messing with me. Oh, it missed? Darn. Then hit the wall. I'm still hoping for a Paralysis, though. Ah, darn it. Well, Jewel's still hanging in there by a thread. No lucky Paralysis, though. Darn. Well, at least Smoochum can come in for the kill, I suppose. I mean, Hitmonlee's weak, and, with the 3 levels I got on it, I should be just slightly faster. So I can come in for the cleanup. Nice and easy. I'm not sure how that's going to work on Hitmonchan, but, I'll go with whatever wins I can get here, Okay. I suppose you don't fear anything, but, even if you don't fear anything, doesn't mean you're unbeatable. But we'll see what Smoochum's got in store for Hitmonchan. Though Hitmonchan's usually the easier one to deal with of the forms of Tyrogue anyway. Besides Hitmontop, I guess, that one might be nasty. Considering it's sort of a mix between the two in terms of its stats. Really? Ice Punch? You went with Ice Punch on an Ice type. It just blows my mind. Of all the types you could pick, you go with the Ice Punch. Not the Fire Punch, not the Thunder Punch, not some Mach Punch or something, with an actual fighting attack, where you actually have stat advantage and actually be able to do better with it, considering, it's a physical attack. I mean, Hitmonchan's attack stats aren't really that great to begin with, so if you're going to go with a fighting type, I'd usually take Hitmonlee over Hitmonchan. Just because, you have to really buff its special attack stat if you want to use it for anything, really. And it's hard to really do on that particular Pokemon. Unless you want to drop a lot of X specials on it, which just eats up a lot of time, and while you're doing that, the opponent's going to wail away on you a whole lot. Well, hopefully this just takes it out real fast. Okay, good. And they're going to use Machoke, huh? Well, I know Machoke has Rock Slide, so we'll send out Zerg first. We'll let land, a fiery punch of death there, and try and weaken up Machoke for the finishing move from Oni-chan. At least I assume this will set up. Machop family line's special defense is not the best. Ooh, it got burned too. Who knows? Maybe Zerg will survive this. I don't have high hopes for it, but maybe. After all, burn does lower your physical attack stat. Yep, it sort of just got screwed over. It may edge out a win here, though. Yeah, because there's a bit of randomness in the damage values you get from attacks, so... I didn't think I was safe there. You know, whatever. Come in for a quick finishing blow with confusion, and move on with our day. Yeah, Machoke's too slow for its own good, back in Gen 1, Gen 2. Which made it very hard to use. Well, it takes care of Black Belt Knob. No, you're not allowed to evolve. Seriously. You're gonna say a Smoochum forever. On the plus side, I'll learn Psychic at level 37, so a couple more levels, and I'll actually be able to start throwing some actual pain out there. Unfortunately, we're not gonna have that for Chuck, but, you know, we can make do, I'm sure. I'm not expecting too much from Primeape. I mean, it's very much a glass cannon. I mean, if it lands a hard enough blow, sure, Smoochum may go down, but we may be able to counter, you know, with something else. At least that's what I'm hoping for. I'm kind of hoping I don't get taken out at all, because I don't really have... I have one revive, okay, so I could bounce back. It'd be preferable not to, but it is an option on the table. Maybe not the best option, but an option. Okay, let's start moving these boulders around. Probably gonna have to heal again after this. It's the one problem with the baby team, it just can't go, you know, flying right through this with no real resistance. It's gotta constantly heal itself up as it clears out trainers. Because they're not strong enough, you know, to go long-term against trainers, you know? There's just not enough power there. Or enough defenses to take the hits. Not without the aid of healing items. Need to trim down my nails here. It's starting to get kind of annoying. And uneven. Ugh. Oh well. For now, let's just focus on taking out the Primeapes and stuff, I suppose. I would have preferred seeing this later, I'll admit. Okay. Bring in the confusion. Ah, so close. Oh, that's probably gonna end it. Oh, I actually survived? Darn. I thought for sure that would have been the finishing blow right then and there. You surprised me, Oni-chan. You actually took a hit and kept on ticking. Darn. Primeape's just not that good of a fighting type, is it? He may have been a P1 champion for Ash, but my experiences with it have definitely not been the best, to say the least. When we were doing the fighting run, you know, way back when, what was it, Moemon? Yeah, it was Moemon with 2 Primeapes. I definitely learned to start disliking them after a while. There's just not enough defenses there, so they constantly get shattered way too easily. Taking down my rivals, Alakazam, effectively at one point came a game of just, you know, reviving after every time I get hit by Psychic, you know, and then getting back up in a loop until I just exhaust his Psychic cast until he has basically nothing left to throw at me. Definitely not the cheapest way to win, you know, in terms of healing items, because you're going to have to use up a lot going that route. But after all, I just wasn't faster than Alakazam anymore, so I couldn't, you know, shut it out real quick like with a Mega Punch or something. Which would have been preferred. Well, hopefully Smoochum can carry me through this, you know? I'm hoping. If I was relying on Zerg, I'd probably have to rely on a burn, you know? No, no, I'm not, because that had absolutely nothing to do with Pokemon. I mean, seriously. Doesn't matter how strong you are, Chuck, it's how strong your Pokemon are that really matter here. That's what determines the outcome of this battle. Well, let's do it. Okay. Time for some confusion. For a second there, I was like, oh, am I going to use Sweet Kiss? Like, no, we're going straight up for a kill real fast. Well, if we shrug this off, we'll be good. Critical hit. Gosh darn it. I did not need that. Well, Fire Punch. It'll probably finish off Primeape. And if I have to, I'll bounce back, smooch him with a Revive to face off against Poliwrath. I'm hoping I can use Jewel to effectively shut it out, though. Let's see. Yeah, I can go with Jewel. There's no way Chu-Chan's gonna be able to pull off Thunder Wave on it. The thing's way too fast. At least for little Chu-Chan. Guess I could have thrown up a Light Screen, but it's probably gonna try and hit me with Dynamic Punch or something rather than, you know, freaking Surf. Now, if it manages to land Dynamic Punch, then I'll be in a world of hurt. You should use Mind Reader, man. I know you have it. Would have been a nice 1-2 hit combo. Of course, then if you did that, I'd be able to switch out of the way, because I'd know it's coming. Probably switch over to, like, Puffy Amiyumi and let her take, you know, the Dynamic Punch to the face. Be like, no, whatever. Yep, but with the aid of 3 babies, we're able to take them down. I suppose I could technically use L-Kid to finish off Primeape. Been like a nice Thunder Punch to the face, but, you know, whatever. Yeah, Fly. And he gives you one of the most useless moves ever. So let's face it, move with 50% accuracy just isn't good enough. 55 with Sing is terrible as is, but to go even lower than that, like, just forget it. You're gonna miss so often, you're almost never gonna hit your target when you need to. I don't care how powerful it is when it hits, if it doesn't hit reliably, it's garbage for a move, you know? Unfortunately, you know, I don't have any Pokemon that can fly, so that's not going to help me much. I'm going to have to surf my way back to Olivine City. Well, that'll do for this episode. Till next time, then. See ya.